Kohli, domestic violence. Have we seen a rise in domestic violence in these past 4 months?
Yes, there has been a tremendous rise in domestic violence, no matter what you're seeing on the screens of husbands and wife giving haircuts to each other or exercising together or cooking those meals. There has been reported 20 to 30% increase in domestic violence. And that's happened also because we have not had that time, space, and tasks, categorized for each other. We are cooped up in small spaces, and our expectations from each other were very high. There could be a working mother who is also rolled into a teacher. She may be having elderly, in-laws there, maybe having young children there. And really, we have expectations from the other partner. The other partner is not used to doing some kind of household work. There has been a lot of frustration and lot of, helplessness and hopelessness thrown onto each other. So yes, there has been a lot of rise in domestic violence, but I have always said that any kind of violence, whether it is physical or psychological, is not okay. Please don't normalize it. Even that simple abuse or one slap, it's not okay. The fact you let it happen one time, you normalize it for the second time. So you need to stand up for what is right and what is wrong.
And another, has addiction, sticking to being cooped up at home and has addiction being one of a coping mechanism? Have people sort of resulted in a little more addiction during this period? Whether it be drinking. I know, for example, I think I've had a drink almost every second day, and I'm not a drinker. So I'm just wondering, has this been a coping mechanism? And then obviously it's a slippery slope, and it can become a bit dangerous as well when you get it becomes a habit. And I'm wondering whether you've seen that in your practice.
Vivek, a study was conducted by Indian Psychiatry Society last month, and it very clearly concluded that 1 out of 5 people are suffering from some sort of a mental disorder. And please don't forget that there was already a group of people who were suffering from anxiety and depression. That spiked up, and now we have another group coming up with uncertainties, with 3 main things which has happened with this pandemic is that fear of illness for yourself or fear of illness to your loved ones. Second is the financial impact it's had, and thirdly is the huge change in lifestyle, and it's just come overnight. Something like working from home used to be a privilege, and now like you want to just get out of home. So it's not like a privilege anymore working from home. So people have gone into smoking, people have gone into having probably gutka and drinking, and they think this is the best way to sleep over. But this is getting into becoming a habit, bad habit. And there would be so many other ways to cope up. There could be exercise, there could be poetry, literature, singing, dancing. There are many other ways to cope up. Is what you want to choose, and what is your attitude and perspective to this pandemic,